Good morning, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is my podcast all about knitting and spinning and some dyeing of yarn, all of which I do from my home right here outside of Lima, Ohio. And I would show you my kitty and puppy, but they're not around right now. But this is where I live with my puppy, Ginger Snap, my kitty cat, Purdy Cassandra, and my most handsome, loving husband, Randy. I call him my Scottish husband. He doesn't really speak Scottish. He's not directly from Scotland, but his ancestors are. Anyways, today is August 27th, and this episode is number 178. You can find me online on Ravelry as NapiersKnits and as the Naturally Kim's Knitting podcast group, excuse me. My shirt, by the way, says, I knit. What's your superpower? You can also find me on Etsy as NapiersKnits, on Instagram as knittin_Kim, and on YouTube, Blogger, and WordPress as Naturally Kim's Knitting. Okay, we have a few knit-alongs going on right now. We always have a finished object knit-along, and all you have to do for that is either on Ravelry or Instagram, post a picture of your finished object. If it has a pattern name, make sure to please put that. There is a thread in Ravelry for it. And then Instagram, it's hashtag NKK for Naturally Kim's Knitting, NKKFO August 2019. All one word, hashtag. Okay? I will be drawing winners on September 1st, because I closed the thread the morning of September 1st. I know last month I goofed up with the move and everything. I hope you forgive me. Then we have a baby's items knit along. And same thing for that. Take pictures. If you have a pattern name, please post it. You could put it either on Ravelry on that thread or on Instagram under hashtag NKK Baby Knits with an S. So I hope that makes it pretty easy. September 1st, you'll be getting out your works in progress, and you'll be working on those. And when you finish them, you can start posting them. I do not have a thread up yet because I don't start that till September 1st. And then we'll be starting our September finished objects also. Okay. Is that it? I think that's it for my knit-along news. Excuse me. I feel like I'm forgetting something in there, but I don't. This will be another short one because with all my pattern testing, I don't have a whole lot that I can show you because two of them are secret. Oh shoot. Once again, I think I did this last week. I only brought over one of my peach colored socks. This is my own pattern. It's a Christmas present, and the person that it's going to already knows that it's hers because I cannot keep a secret from Jane. So I will be I know the name of this is going to be trellis because it looks like trellises, but when I finish both socks, then I will post it. Ta-da! With my little ribbed heel. So I like it. I think it's pretty. I think it's feminine, like my friend Janie is. And I just love it. So, yes, Janie knows it's for her. Then, let's see, I finished those, so I'm not showing those yet. I've got a pair of socks. I know I brought the band over. Oh, I should tell you about those. I'm sorry, those peach socks. It's from DagmarEir Seashell. That's the color and who it's from. You can find DagmarEir on Etsy. Okay. Don't know what I was thinking there. So, we went to a movie this weekend. We went to see Overcomer, I think it's called. Overcomer. Very good movie. And so while I was there watching it, I had to hurry to get toes done because I didn't want to worry about increases while I'm at the movie theater. So I got the toes done, and I got that much done after the toes while I was watching the movie. I brought the label over. Oh, I know what it is. It's Chroma Twist Pegasus colorway. Isn't that pretty? Pretty color. That's going to be a Christmas sock. I'm sorry, soup kitchen sock. Sorry, somebody who got their hopes up for a sock in that colorway. I am sorry. This is the other one. I just was working on it last night so I could get the toe done, and I got a couple rows finished. But that's it. Pegasus. I like that colorway. I truly do. As if I would fib to you guys. I wouldn't ever fib to you guys. I may have to hold back the truth once in a while when I'm doing a super secret pattern test, but that's because that was a promise I made to somebody. Is that all that I have on my needles? Well, that I can show you. I do have 1.5 of Cece's socks done, so I'm excited about that. Myla's. By the way, I think I thanked you last week, but let me tell you, that blue that overall you guys chose for that, perfect color, perfect. But I would say I have about 18 inches done on it. Very happy with it. It's beautiful. And then Nina, my friend from Nina's At My House, that's her blog. She asked me to pattern test a couple things for her, and I haven't blocked this yet. It'll look prettier when it's blocked. But this will not be available till 2021. But it's a pretty lacy dishcloth. And I do not even have the band that it came in. I know it's cotton. It looks kind of mustardy, but I really don't know the name. But so this was Nina's dishcloth, and I've got a headband I'm going to be finishing up today. So I'm not going to show that to you yet. Then, because since you know that if I'm doing a new soup kitchen sock, I must have a pair finished, right? I do. Oh no, these aren't soup kitchen. What am I thinking? These are my socks from the yarn that was given to me by Miss Fiona. This is online super sock in the sombia colorway. So, ta-da! Got them all finished. I was knitting like crazy last night because I really wanted to have a finished object to show you today. With my heel, otherwise it's just a plain vanilla sock, you know, with my 20 rows of ribbing at the top. Helps hold them up. And you know what? It may not have been too early to get these finished. I know we're going to probably have an Indian summer, but right now it's feeling like fall is trying to make its presence known. You know, school started, our fair just finished, so yeah. And there's my little ribbed heel. Isn't that nice? I like that. So those are mine. Thank you, Fizona. I probably should have said that out loud. Thank you, Fizona. Okay. My next section I'm going to start calling Let's Chat because I've got a little bit of everything to chat about. But first of all, I want to show you. I showed you, if you're on Instagram, you got to see some pictures of this. But these are some of our grapes that we harvested from our own vines. They're small, but you know, we weren't able to fertilize anything early enough this year. So that's okay. You know what? They are tasty. I've got more out there waiting for me. My volunteer cherry tomato plant, which Joe always had these, well, not always, the last few years, he had these volunteer tomato plants, and they grow right outside the door by the brick wall. They make the tastiest, juiciest little cherry tomatoes. I go out there and pick a handful every day. I do. Don't know if I'll have any out there today because we've had a dreary couple days. So unless the heat from the bricks warms them up enough, I don't know if they'll be ready yet. Another day or so. But I do want to let you know I'm an affiliate with Knit Picks. Yes, I am. And they have their I forgot now, Capra and Capretta yarn on sale, 20% off right now. So yay, yay. If you click on the link in any of my show notes except for YouTube, because I cannot figure out how to put links on YouTube. But if you put them on any of the other ones, if you click on any of those other ones, I might get a couple pennies from whatever you're purchasing. That Capra and Capretta are lovely. They're not my favorite yarns. My favorites are the Chroma and Felicia, of course. My sad thing, I learned this the hard way because I wasn't paying attention to weights. And I just assumed, this is way back when I first found Knit Picks, I just assumed that one skein would be enough to make a pair of yarns. Well, with Felicia, no, it isn't. But it's cost effective. So even if you have to buy 2 skeins, it still keeps it within range. Okay, so that's about Knit Picks. Now, my son, he started his classes yesterday. I am so proud of him. I know he doesn't watch this. He doesn't have time. He's got to study hard. And I doubt if his wife watches it. She's very busy too. But I'm very proud of him. He's going pre-med. He wants to be a doctor. Not sure of his specialty yet because he's going to wait till he does rotations. I said, that's probably smart. It's very smart. And then I'm going to request prayers for my neighbor's son. They were having a get-together the other day, and from what the office manager at our church says, it looked like he must have been coming towards the party, and he had a car accident. Now, my office manager's husband and her son were able to get to the car and see through the cracked windshield, and he gave them his parents' phone number so that they could call. So they were a blessing there, but then he had to be airlifted to Columbus Hospital. He had a tear in his aorta and a fractured leg, so he had to have 2 surgeries. He's in intensive care. He's still considered critical, the last I'd heard yesterday. So please, prayers for him. His name's Dylan, and my neighbors' names are Tammy and Ted, so you might want to, if you're a Christian and you pray, please pray for them. They're good people. They're very good people. Okay. This is just tea, by the way. It's actually fruit treat. Pineapple, guava, and something else. It's very tasty. Now, I received some Dover books the other day. You know, that always makes me happy. And the nice thing is one of them will be a prize. That reminds me, I didn't show you the prizes for the knitting, the baby item knits. I'm sorry. Duh. Well, excuse me for a second. I'm going to bend down to get something. Because this will be one of the prize options, knitted toys, 20 cute and colorful projects. So we went over them when I first got this out. Lots and lots of cute baby toys there, or children's toys. Then the other prize I was going to offer, and I am still offering it, is adorable baby knits. Now, I just received this book from Dover, and it goes exactly with my other one. So let's say there's 2 people that want this book. Well, guess what? I have 2 copies. So if I run out of these copies, then the winner can choose any baby pattern, preferably on Ravelry. But if you're not on Ravelry, let me know where you want to get it from, and I'll see if I could work something out. Okay? Yeah, I think that's what I was going to do. I think that's what I was going to do. So, yes, adorable baby knits filled with adorable patterns. So this is the one I got from Dover. And since this is a book review also, we'll look through it. And, oh, I tell you, my heart just melts when I look at these things. Because I just, there's a little baby banner. Isn't that cute? Very easy to make. And they make it out of light cotton yarn. How cute. Little fisherman rib baby booties. They don't have, yeah, they do. That's an easy pattern. I thought it would be. Then they have seed stitch booties, which are also an easy pattern. I'm just going through these because these are fun. Rainbow booties, which is also easy. It's a 1 star. 1 star means easy, I'm assuming. No, I know it does. Then to go with those booties, of course you have to have a rainbow hat. Isn't that adorable? I just love that. Doesn't it? Oh yeah, there it is. And it's also 1 star. So they use Lion Brand Modern Baby on that. Very cute. Oh, a flower picot hat. Look at that face. That's my baby talking face. Look at that face. And my puppy talking face. Oh, voice. That's an easy. That's a 1 star, so it's easy. A frilly sun hat is also easy. And look at that. Isn't that adorable? And it has the baby banner in the back. I made something similar to that for my granddaughter when she was a baby. And she wore that so much. I think it broke her heart when she had to give it up. Then there's a teddy bear blanket. They also say that's an easy. I would think making the bear part would be a little difficult. I mean, I would think it would put it in the 2 star level, but they say 1 star. And that's using Patton's yarn. DK yarn. At least I like it when they tell you the weight of the yarn. Because if I don't have that yarn on hand, maybe I have that weight on hand. And this beautiful rosette blanket. If it weren't white, it would show up a lot better. And that's also 1 star. It doesn't say they're all easy patterns, but they seem to be pretty easy right now. And easy Henley. I like Henley sweaters. I wish I'd have had this pattern when Tobias was born, because that would have been a good pattern to make for him. What sizes is this for? Because I'm sure it's too little for him now. Yeah, 12 to 18 months. My grandson's a little bit bigger than 18 months. But that's cool. Sorry. I shouldn't be reading patterns. I should just be looking at them with you, because I've already read them. And that one caught me before. Now, see, if I could figure out how to make this into my grandson or granddaughter size, my husband would absolutely love it, because here's a sheep sweater. He used to raise sheep. My kids used to raise sheep. And green is his favorite color, so I wouldn't be able to change anything on that sweater. But my grandkids don't fit that size. It goes up to 18 months. 18 months. I could with a little work, and I could even figure out how to make that into a sweater for my grandson. I've knitted long enough, I should be able to do stuff like that. A swing cardigan. This one is 2 stars. So I'm assuming the shaping and all that makes it, or maybe the buttonhole makes it a little harder. They use Serdar Snuggly DK for that. I said this is going to be a short podcast. Book reviews take me a little bit longer. I'm sorry. Nautical sweaters, and I like the neckline on that. That's also 2 stars. And that uses Debbie Bliss Mia. Now, they do not say what weight that is, but you could probably figure it out. It's cute. It's got little pockets on it. So this is just filled with cute, cute, adorable baby patterns. A zigzag bolero. This is also 2 stars. A daisy sweater. I love daisies. 2 stars. That uses Hayfield Baby Double Knitting Yarn. Isn't that baby so cute? A striped cardigan, 2 stars. He's cute too. He or she. I like that too. Except I don't like putting buttons on baby things. That always worries me. Either I make my own little buttons that attach. Usually what I like to do is do ties. Make ties. Because they're less likely to choke when they chew on them. Moss Stitch Duffel Coat. Look at that. Some little baby would be fortunate to have that made. 2 stars. You know, I was going to apologize before I started the podcast because I am dead tired, but when I start talking to you guys, I get energized. This is cute too. This is the peplum coat. Isn't that adorable? Once again, it has all those buttons, but you know, 2 stars. You know, I didn't really look at the star ratings when I went through before, so I really don't know. A fringed cardigan, 2 stars. So I don't know if they have any 3 stars in here. That was a picture on the cover too. Oh, I love cables. Yes, cables would require 3 stars, but here's a cabled vest. That is beautiful sweater. Or vest, I guess. That is beautiful. A loop-stitched cardigan. That's only 2 stars. So far there's only one thing in here that's 3 stars. And if you love to make cables, oh, here's something. Lace and seed stitch cardigan. Well, it is lace stitch. So I guess 3 stars would be appropriate. This one's only 2 stars. It's a cabled cardigan. It has buttons, you know. So I guess I don't know what makes things 3 stars. I don't know. I thought I did. And is this the last one, I think? A cabled pullover. Now this would be 3 stars. But with the neck the way it is, I could have made this for my grandson, not in pink, of course, because, you know, even though my daughter wouldn't have cared, you know, I'd hate to have him see pictures of a sweater his grandmother made with him wearing it and it's pink. I did that to my son once. He wore a pink sweater and everybody thought he was a girl because he was adorable. He still is. Then they have a lace and seed stitch dress. Of course, it's 3 stars. But look at that dress. So any of you who are grandparents, and you have babies, this would be a fun book to get. And like I said, I have 2 copies. So there could possibly be 2 winners of it. There could very well be. Now, for those of you who might not knit, maybe you crochet or do other crafts, well, I have a book here that will be going in my prize pile. My first knitting book. And what I like about patterns from first books, and these books are from Dover, by the way. There's 15 projects in there, and having knit for as long as I have, I can usually whip up some of these things in a day or so, or in a couple hours, and I just love that. It even tells you how to knit. Well, of course, because this is for beginners. It shows you tension, how to start off with your slip knot, everything, casting on, knit stitch, purl stitch. Then it gives you tips for if you drop a stitch and it's a knit stitch or it's a purl stitch. Then of course they go through binding off. Oh, they show you how to add new yarns new yarn too. Then how to mix stitches, which is always handy. And they even have little swatches of the different stitches so the person can see what they look like. This is not a glossy book. It's a matte book, but it's very nice. I mean, look at these. I love these swatches. When I learned to knit, it was one of the black and white books, probably from Red Heart. I don't know. Well, my cousin started teaching me, but then when school started, I just went about finishing my own by getting a Red Heart book, I'm assuming, and teaching myself the rest. They weren't in color, though. Increasing and decreasing, finishing, all kinds of things in here. So they start off with some pretty bows. And they have pouches and more. So you can make pouches for lots of different people or causes, and they would be so appreciative. They really would. A pyramid keychain. If that were in candy corn color, you could make a candy corn keychain. Owls. Look at those cute owls. I didn't remember seeing those when I looked through before. Egg cozies. I probably wouldn't use those. I really don't have a reason to. And they show you how to make tassels, which is nice. Tea time. Teacup cozies or jackets or whatever you want to call them. Those I like. And I like that they have buttons on them because it's easier to get them around the handles and everything. Hearts. Different sizes of everything. Soft jewelry. Now, I didn't look at this last night to see. Yeah. I was going to say, certainly you have to have a bracelet to knit around. Yes. Either a metal or a wooden or plastic would work. But those are nice. Confetti and how to make confetti and how to make necklaces. A confetti necklace. Scarves. They have lots of different scarves. A pink scarf, a purple scarf. Pink scarf with fringe, a light blue scarf, and they're all different patterns that different stitches that they've already shown. And then a basic knitted hat. How cool is that? Elegant, I thought I said elephant. Elegant wool hat. And a few more things. They show you about gauge. And then my own page where you could write my favorite pattern, the patterns that I love, and create your own color scheme. They give you little dots that you can test with. So, my first knitting book by Hildegard Dweezil. This book is $12.99 at Dover. I didn't look it up on Amazon. Christmas inspiration coloring book. Sorry, this is not a prize because you know me and coloring. I do like coloring. But I love this book. It's fun. I mean, it's got lots of fun pages in it. There's no place like home for the holidays. And they're only printed on one side. I love that. I really haven't hung any of my artwork since we've moved. 'Tis the season. Mainly because if the things I've been coloring have been Christmas cards or other cards. Ho, ho, ho. Decorate your Christmas with joy. So this is a fun little coloring book. And this one is $5.99 from Dover. Isn't that cool? So, sorry, it's not a prize. I might change my mind down the road with some of my coloring books. But for right now, I keep my coloring books. But I love all three books. And I hope you guys don't mind me going over the book reviews with you. Anyways, and I believe that's it for right now. Boop. So, let me close by saying I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope all of your projects go very well and that you don't make any mistakes. But if you do, I hope they're little ones and easy to fix. Love all of you. Big, big hugs, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.